And McKenna continues to tinker in search of the perfect balance. 5 more changes today. Darnell Furlong returns to the back 4 with 40-year-old Ashley Young dropping to the bench. Well, a single change for Coventry, but it could be a telling one. Frank Lampard keeping his cards close to his chest. Ellis Sims very much the man of the moment. 4 goals in his last 2 games. A reminder of chemistry, the watchword as far as Kieran McKenna is concerned. All he can do is send them out across that white line, hoping. How about free scoring Coventry? How about potentially record-breaking Coventry? Time will tell, but Frank Lampard's side marching towards the top, chased, and he's won the throw. Taken quickly, here's Eggerly. Hurst is the only blue shirt in the box. Eggerly alone forces the save from Washworth. Brimming with confidence after scoring midweek, decided to take it on himself. Bounce just in front of the goalkeeper. Inside it comes, down goes Mason Clark. He jumps back to his feet and finds De Silva. And now suddenly space for Eccles, but the whistle had gone. Eccles tried his luck anyway. The Ipswich players want him booked for kicking the ball away. They'll need 5 more. Floated into the penalty area, and it's nodded goalwards by Thomas, who showed great strength to get across his marker, but it would have had to be some effort to beat the goalkeeper from there. Hung in the air, but watched all the way by Walton in goal. From those home fans. Rodoni again. Clipped in towards Eccles, brings it down. Behind it goes for a goal kick. Did fabulously well to control the ball. Wonderful scoop into the penalty area from Rodoni. And Eccles just let it get away from him. Fabulous first touch. And then couldn't test the goalkeeper. Shea had to win the header and did so. Here's De Silva. Plenty of space to advance. Mason Clark outside. And Mason Clark in! And it should have been 1-0. What an opportunity. Looking long for Sims. O'Shea had to win the header and did so. Here's De Silva. Plenty of space to advance. Mason Clark outside. And Mason Clark in! And it should have been 1-0. What an opportunity. Frank Lampard can't believe it. Kane Kessler-Hayden timed his run to perfection at the far post. Picked out by Ephraim Mason Clark. And unable to hit the target. It is a major let-off. Kessler-Hayden to deliver this time. Nodded up but not away. Now a chance on the turn. Wonderful, inventive back heel, and then the strike off the woodwork. Drawing ever closer. Eccles. Now Mason Clark. Whipped over the top. Well, the initial set piece, the clearance was far from convincing. First, the inventive back heel caught everybody off guard, and it broke kindly. And what a save it was. A vital touch from the goalkeeper. And then back up to keep this one out. In it comes all the way through. And Sims knocks it behind. It will be a corner. Nunes got just too much on it. Sims needed a shout. Nobody taking charge of the situation. Matasiwa will collect. Philogene. In it comes towards Kipre. Davis is there. Rescued by Philogene. Now the chance! What a finish! And it's Eggerly again. Off the bench to score the last-minute equaliser midweek. Handed a start today, and he finds the breakthrough. the teenager in the headlines against the league leaders. And for all the Coventry pressure, it is Ipswich who lead. Chaos, confusion in the penalty area. But Coventry just could not clear. And it was pulled back by Philogene. How about that? It wasn't an easy finish, far from it. Had to weave it through a cluster of bodies and beat the goalkeeper. And that is exactly what Eggerly did. The 19-year-old is fast making. They have a lead to take into the break. Plenty to play for here. But at half-time, it is Ipswich Town 1, Coventry City 0. Clipped out to Davis, who can keep this in play. Has a chance to deliver, as does Kipre. And Kipre does deliver. It's only half cleared, and it was sliced goalwards. But never troubling Carl Rushworth. More like it from his side. That went Thomas to clear, but it fell for Nunes. It's a wonderful ball. Switch of play with the outside of his boot from Nunes. And here is Philogene. Might fancy it himself here. Back to Taylor. Lines it up! Heading for that top corner. Didn't have the pace to beat Rushworth. Wasn't a bad effort at all. Sims is working as hard as he can. He's not getting much help. And suddenly Hurst might be in behind here. And Hurst bearing down one-on-one. It was a tame effort. What a chance to make it two. Sims will chase. Goalkeeper's come a long way. Was he out of his penalty area? Yes, he was, says the referee. Goodness me. What an error. It's a yellow card and nothing more. They were covering defenders, or it could have been far worse. Walton came a long way. The referee's got it right. O'Shea slipped, did well to deal with it nonetheless. Nunes. And Hurst is onside, and he's one-on-one here, and Hurst can make it two! And does! Coventry carved open! Listen to Portman Road now! Kieran McKenna punches the air! They had been waiting and waiting for a statement result, a statement performance to spark their season into life against the league leaders, the runaway league leaders. They just might have found it. A simple ball over the top, but Coventry's high line exposed. Hurst onside, one-on-one, and this time he applies the finish. And now what was a minus. First time from Eccles is cut out. Here's Grimes. Space for Da Silva. Mason Clark. He's been kept quiet in this second half, but we know what he can do. And he delivers. Behind for a corner. Whipped in by Grimes. Not it half clear. Kessler Hayden. Who will it fall to now? The jeers tell you the story. Mason Clark this time. It's a chance. It is a chance. Remember, quirk of the fixture calendar that both home and away is in the same month, but this may finish it here. It is Affon, unselfish. Now he may go alone. Wraps it up. Ivan Affon off the bench to apply the crowning glory to a sumptuous Ipswich Town performance. Portman Road on cloud nine. Kieran McKenna takes it all in. Frank Lampard turns away in dismay. 3 goals, all 3 points, but more than that, what a statement they have made. Coventry City just unstoppable. Until today, that is. Ipswich Town have beaten them and beaten them handsomely. And Ivan Athon tried to pick out a teammate initially and then thought, why not try myself? A wonderful curling effort into the bottom corner. And boy, can they celebrate now. Hugs and embrace.